We get together. Oh. Hey everyone. It's time for another Sports View brought to you by Women Love Sports 2. We got all kinds of things. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm your girl, Benita Applebaum.
I am Patch in all caps.
And at the Brady's house, it looks like. I'm not quite sure what's happening there.
Yeah, you know.
That's a nice house you got, Tracy. I mean, Hatch in all caps.
Marsha.
Thank you. I have to have you ladies over.
Yes. And it's your girl Cheryl Green with the Big E.
The cat in the hat.
Cap.
The cat in the hat with the big E. I love it. So we've got so much to talk about, starting with something that has just gotten a little interesting, and that is the NBA. The NBA is in the thick of conference semifinals. The last pair, game 2, those things have been rolling. It's drama, there's spice, there's all kinds of animal mascots still in the mix. And we're playoff bound here. So thoughts? Anybody want to talk about anything interesting? You want to talk about the Celtics? We got the Bucks. We got all kinds of stuff. The Grizzlies.
Well, can we get up the bad stuff out the way?
The good, the bad, the ugly. We'll start with the bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, you said we got some spice, but we got some things not so nice. Embiid got, bust in the head, for lack of a better medical terminology. And he's out. And then again, another head buster, Gary Payton Jr. And I'm sure his dad is probably ready to fight. The fouls are a little ugly, and now they are trying to see if how intentional or how flagrant, so to speak, that foul was on Gary Payton Jr. So. I hated to see that. I want to believe that it was not, as ugly as it, ended. But, if we could skip over that part and just play us some, good defense.
We talked about this in the last season, like how physical things were getting. Do you think it's been like taken up a notch? Cheryl, would you get out there with them? Like throw some bows, box some folks?
Okay, well, I'm gonna go into my Shaq personation. LeBron's not playing. You got Kyrie, and now what's the real tall guy name? Number 7. What's his name? Durant. Yeah, that's him. So if they were still playing, we wouldn't have all this mess going on. But however, yes, I would get out there and play with them because you know what? That's old school. You know what I mean? You get a little ankle twist, you get a little elbow jerk, whatever. You get up, you wrap that arm up, and you get back out there and you ball. But you don't show that softness. And I ain't saying these guys are soft, but they're looking for that whistle. But however, them guys that's doing that stuff, on the slide, then yeah, them guys need to be dealt with. But now let me go with my little cousin, Draymond Green.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Oh,
without the big E.
Without the big E.
Right. He ain't got an E
at home.
He ain't got an E. He just Draymond Green. Mm-hmm. Y'all know he did play for the Cavs, right?
We know now.
But
say what you have to say.
He should have been fined that $25,000 for sticking his little hand up. But however, who hit him in the nose? Or did his nose started bleeding when he hit the ground? I'm not sure. So whoever pushed him down, I did get dressed because I was on my way up to Is it San Francisco? Yeah, I was on my What was they playing at? That's where I was on my way to. I don't know if they were there, but I was on I done put my clothes on, child. I done got my purse, girl. I was on my way.
She was ready.
Yeah, because they done knocked him down. But however, let me go back to LeBron. I saw him in
LeBron was not in it though.
He wasn't there.
No, I seen him in Dubai.
Oh, in Dubai.
Yeah, he was in Dubai with the prince.
Okay. Moving on to the series you wanted to talk about. You already know what I'm going to say.
What do you do? What
Go Suns.
Again,
CP3.
Again. Oh well, yeah. You're just a fan for life. He can do no wrong.
CP3, aka the point god.
So you think they're gonna take out?
I didn't make that up. I wanted to take credit for it, but that's what Stephen A called him because CP3's been balling.
So his name is Chris Emmanuel Paul. That's who you're talking about?
Correct, true.
That's his new name I gave him today.
Mama named him Emmanuel. I'm gonna call him Emmanuel.
Right. I'm just talking about the water plays for the Suns. So he's balling. The Suns are up 2-0. Good luck. Not to Jason Kidd and the Mavericks. We'll see. I don't know. Booker's back. The Suns are on fire. Bad pun, but I really just wanted to say they were playing well.
I gave you that look. I was like,
I'm done.
Well, Jason Kidd is looking for some help now. He was on TV talking about, he got to find some help within the team. I'm not exactly sure what he meant by that, but let me go back to my Shaquille O'Neal voice. LeBron over there, get him out of Dubai.
That's going to be you all day. So in the chat, we have a question. It was, who do you like, Stephen A., Shaq Barkley, or Kenny, or Mike Wilbon?
As my man off the bench, or are we just talking about sportscasting?
I guess, whose style you can relate to more.
Yikes.
Well, I like Barkley when he was a little bit smaller when he was playing. Yeah.
Where'd y'all get her?
I don't know. That's a good one. Kenny brings the, that true, basketball analysis. He's up there and he's the little guy up against the screen. And, it's like I like Barkley because he tells it like it is. Like he's not going to bite his tongue. I think he says the things that people are thinking.
I think he does too much.
I think sometimes he says the things that people are thinking and don't want to say.
Well, with Kenny, I like him, but I don't like when he get up and run to the screen because the knees be knocking.
I like him.
I like Kenny, but I'll be like, man, just roll back there in your chair. You know what I mean?
I like when Shaq demonstrates too, but I do like Mike Wilbon because he's also very analytical, but he yells a lot, not as much as like Stephen A.
Not as
Stephen A.
I feel like that's more my style, although my kids would probably say I yell a lot. So,
well, special shout out to Stephen A. HBCU love. Winston-Salem State graduate.
Well, now I saw that. Did y'all see that necklace he had on? That Joker, he had on all black, and the necklace was really shining. The diamonds were sparkling. But I was like, wow, he must pay a lot of money for that. But then I think it was Ocho Cinco said that all the jewelry that he had, it was fake. So I was like, Of
course, Ocho Cinco said.
Who do you like the best? Who do you think is gonna get it all done? You already said the Suns.
Yes.
Tracy said the Suns.
Yeah, Tracy.
Yeah, I don't know because I think the Grizzlies is gonna give, if they get past this series, I think they will give the Warriors a run for their money. I don't think it's gonna be as easy as people think it's gonna be. Because I think it ain't all about Ja Morant, but he got a cast. And I think those guys are really hungry. And I think if they play the Warriors, they kind of already think that they know they got it in the bag.
All I want to say is I'm glad that Ja's dad and Usher were in the same place at the same time, because otherwise I was going to be like,
You think Ja's dad looks like Usher?
Yes. You don't think so? Look it up.
I am. I'm going to do this.
There's all these little internet. He looks like Usher.
Okay.
They might be cousins or something.
So it's confirmed that they're not the same person.
Well, maybe.
Now, coming out the East, I don't know who's gonna come out the East right now, because Chicago. I mean, is it Chicago? No, it's Miami. They definitely playing. I think it's Miami.
I mean, I like the Grizzlies. I'm just, they're kind of low when you're talking about the odds. They're a little bit lower. They're lower than the Warriors. Well, lower than the Suns, the Warriors, the Celtics, and the Heat, and the Bucks. So, I mean, there's not much left there. Yeah.
Well, who you got coming out? Checking the whole thing.
Come on,
Kanisha.
Oh, Cheryl was ready to go. I mentioned the Bucks.
You did say the Bucks. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I didn't say I thought the Bucks were gonna go, but I don't know. I'm
No, you made us pick. What you got? What you got?
I ain't said my choices yet, but okay, go. I'm waiting on Kanisha. I mean, Bonita Applebone.
Well, this is the thing. Like the Bucks had really great odds at the start of the season, but they dropped. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with this one. Having a hard time. I don't want to choose. Maybe the Suns. Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. You can say it.
I can't do mine. I can't make my pick right now because I think really.
I think it's the Suns or Golden State.
Yeah, these teams is really balling right now.
Yeah.
The Bucks is doing their thing, but at the same time, what's that team? Is that Miami? The team that's in there that's playing right now? What's his name?
Miami's up to nothing over Philly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got his hair French braided him.
Brothers.
Yeah, he normally, yeah. No, I'm talking about on the East Coast. Miami. What his name is? I forgot his name. He normally have his hair out, but then he started getting his hair done, professionally done. And then
he professionally done. Oh my goodness.
Then they started, they doing their thing. So I don't know who will come out the East right now. I'm totally undecided on that. But I'm thinking more so on the West. I'm thinking maybe it could be the Suns coming out the West, but I'm not sure right now for the East.
Look at that. We all agreed.
Okay.
At least Cheryl knew Cleveland won't come out the East.
But again, I'm good.
Cool.
Okay. Well, let's segue into something else. Maybe not so good. Tracy, not to pick on you, but let's talk about the Washington Commanders. Not only is that logo should be an L.
So basically, you're saying their mascot should be the letter L. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
But I mean, what's going on? Investigations, some crazy trades, what are they doing and why?
Making sure that we got something to talk about every freaking podcast.
Explain, Tracy. Explain.
Please do.
Go Caps. I want to distract from talking, football. Like, I don't know. We could say, oh, you know what? It's the name. No, actually, before the name changed, it was the name. And then before we talked about that name change, it was the name, it was the owner, it was the team, and none of the changes are helping make any difference. And more, more and more stuff is coming out. I mean, if it's not Danny Boy, it's the stadium, releasing fluids that we don't know where it's coming from. Then it went to, again, the misconduct. Then it went to, where did it go to next? I lost track. But now we're at the, are we going to get a new stadium? Oh, we're not going anywhere. And now the skimming off of the sales, the season ticket holder sales. Like, the draft happened and still nobody's even,
Where's the money going?
And who got it? Who was skimming?
Ticketmaster?
Mr. Skimmer? I don't know. But I don't know. Snyder paid $49 million in cash for that House of Potomac. I don't know. Maybe we should go there and see what that season ticket money has afforded the owner.
So do you think
I am going to say I do feel like as much as I love the sport Of course, I'm looking forward to preseason, looking forward to football. I really do feel like a woman with no favorite team.
Speaking of a person with no favorite team, where's Baker Mayfield? What's going to happen to him, Cheryl?
Oh wait, but I'm can we come right back to that one?
Did you talk to him?
Yeah, okay. Let me go and talk about Baker Mayfield. So
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we did a FaceTime Zoom, twice this week. So what we're looking at, if we're gonna go on and keep Baker Mayfield, because the other teams, the draft is over, said and done. So we're gonna go on and keep him. And we need to, market up his skills, because he is coming off that little surgery, torn labor, etc. And we told him he got to tone down the commercials, and to focus. So we're gonna put him back on the field for a couple of months, so these other teams can see, that he still got it, and then we're gonna go ahead and let him go, midway in the season. So that's what's going on with Baker. So he gonna come back, he gonna go to training, and he gonna put that little attitude he got to the side, and he gonna go on and play, and then we're gonna get rid of him.
Okay,
and that's what's gonna happen with him.
Mm-hmm. I hear that.
Yeah, but now the question that I had mentioned a little earlier, Bonita Applebaum was Tatch in all caps. Do you think that they were skimming the money off them tickets because Anheuser-Busch dropped their
their licensing agreement with?
That's actually the latest. So, or is that the result of the?
That's why they went into the ticket
alleged skimming. I mean, take your pick. Like I said, the list is getting longer and longer. So I'm surprised that that's just one of, I feel like, possible many to come. So
Okay, let's talk about some interesting news, because we did not broadcast when we were talking about the draft, the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
And so, breaking news, there were 4 HBCU players who were actually had their names called during the draft.
Right.
And then there were quite a few who signed undrafted free agent deals post-draft. Including 2 players from Howard University. So, do you feel like this is a step in the right direction? Because we moved from 0 in 2021 and Deion Sanders being like, what the what? Hold up. Not going to do this, to really some great representation, 4, and then the undrafteds going from all over the place. And then a lot of people are getting mini camp invitations, so we'll see what happens from there.
Mm-hmm.
But the list is long. And there's even some North Carolina A&Ts on there. There's some Aggies on there, Tracy.
Wonderful.
Would you?
Sorry, I was a little parched. Wonderful. And no, it's not because of Deion. It's because of our podcast. At Another Sports View on Instagram. We talked about this as well. So it was our primetime podcast who broke the story of the blatant
they heard us fussing.
exclusion of some quality football talent at HBCU. So it was definitely good to see. And, again, like you said, I hope this, starts a chain reaction, I will say.
So
I totally agree.
So moving on and talking about the draft, what did you think overall? Was it yay, nay? Did you watch it? Did you care? The fashions, were there any major surprises that our producer was not a fan of the draft? I'm not going to say what she said.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I turned on the TV to watch Jeopardy, and I was like, gosh, they're still drafting? But that was the final round were, that was it.
Here's what I don't recall. Did they always start on like a school night on a Thursday? I thought it started on a Friday.
I don't know.
So I had a ritual, up until, I don't know, 2 years ago, where, so my boys were in Kung Fu for the longest, and we would go to Kung Fu on Friday and then get pizza and then watch the draft. And so we'd all be, you had to watch the draft from my bed with pizza. Just the first round, we just have like very vivid memories, and always talking about why everyone boos Roger Goodell, and how much longer could people jump in his arms and he was going to catch them without needing a backiotomy, like all of those things. And it kind of like snuck up. I was like, hold on, it's a school night, like I can't, no, and plus my kids are big now. Like, even so, 1 year my son went to China with his class, and he was texting me from China for updates, and he was like, I really miss it, there's no pizza here, I can't watch the draft, right, and can you send me updates every 3 minutes? And I was like, no, because I sleep, and you're in China, like the time difference is different. But that was a time-honored tradition. I did miss that kind of, not really, but it snuck up on me with the Thursday, and then it just wasn't that exciting.
I thought that for me, I can't remember what day it was on, but I like to see the little guys dressed up. But the only thing that I kind of saw was I was looking at the background of the names being called, and I'm checking out the scenery, who's in there, etc., and who's sitting right next to the footballer, and I'm like, okay. But however,
I caught that shade.
However, I was more interested in the second day because we got 9 picks that day, the Cleveland Browns. So
you needed all of them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We did. And we did.
Say that out loud.
I mean, somebody's got to go and retrieve Baker from the basement of the stadium.
And 3 of them just happen to be, his alums. So, hey, we're okay with that.
And then I guess, I get tradition, but really the last pick of the draft is referred to as Mr. Irrelevant. I mean, gosh, how original that! I didn't like that. Maybe that's
relevant to him.
That's my soft, sensitive side.
You know what? Well, I got something. I just got to say this.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm back in my Shaq voice again.
I hope it's relevant.
Look, yes, we're all like, what?
It is. So these guys are college football players, and they don't make no money because they don't have the NIL. But when they get to the draft, they have all this diamonds on, all this jewelry. Is it real?
And what is it? Ocho Cinco?
It could be gifts or like an advance. It could be, some of them have commissioned pieces. I don't know how that works. I don't know. I know how my son gets his stuff. Me. So I can't speak.
Okay. I just wanted to know.
Internships.
But ain't no internship gonna buy no necklace like they be wearing. All that jewelry with their names on it, butterfly wings and everything. I'm like, wow.
I think it's
butterfly wings.
I think it's advertising. I
guess
so one of the questions, is and there was a lot of buzz about what happened with Kenny Pickett versus Malik Willis with the Steelers. And then how Malik Willis dropped so much in the draft, and everyone was like, something had to have happened, some something. What do you think that is? But then, if you follow Twitter, there's lots of talent that just kind of got picked up at the end. People were getting steals and deals. Like, what were your thoughts, if any?
Well, it was for the Steelers, right?
Yes.
I had no thoughts, no comments.
I bet you don't. Let's ask somebody who isn't blinded by the orange.
I don't know. Let's get Mike Tomlin on the line. What his brother name that was on the show a couple days ago?
Ed.
Ed. Yeah.
What's his brother's name?
Put your mom on the phone. You are giggly. We've been away too long from each other, I see.
Because I miss him so much. Yeah, let's get him back on here because he could tell us something, I'm sure. Matter of fact, who got his number?
Insider info?
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have to go far to see what was going on with at Pitt. So I guess, they felt like that would be easy and he wouldn't have to pack up all his stuff, I guess.
They got the hometown hero.
That's right. Save on relocation fees.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, save on that. Okay. So in other news, we got the WNBA rocking and rolling. So they had their kickoff, a couple of weeks ago. They're looking good. And one thing that I think is very promising is that they have been very vocal in support of Brittany Griner. And that has caused our own government to elevate Brittany Griner's status so that they can begin requesting her release, do some other things from a State Department and diplomatic standpoint that they couldn't have otherwise unless they said that she was, wrongfully detained and started investigating there. It just brings a lot of worry to the fact that we haven't really heard very much from her. And we know that with the WNBA, they're doing lots of things in tribute and in support of Brittany to bring awareness, to her plight. And let's hope that makes a difference. It's really bringing back up to the top, to the surface. Also conversations about pay inequity too.
Yes.
So, for all that's horrible that's going on right now with that situation, it is bringing to light some disparities that definitely should be addressed, though.
Yeah, at first I felt like, oh, what took them so long? But of course, I guess investigations, whatever, they do diligence before taking this stance. But yes, I did see the same about her, them changing it to her being, wrongfully detained. And I also saw the title, I didn't read it, but that, she could be the last American player in Russia, which is fine by me.
Well, I feel like it makes sense. If you can't guarantee, safety, and if you can't guarantee, some diplomatic privileges and exchange of, just courtesies in helping to resolve a situation or an issue, then that's something that you probably would have to take a look at and revisit and, figure out, is it worth it to risk people that way? So,
and I hate for her. It's kind of as a double-edged sword, maybe. I hate for her that this becomes the example of, oh, they need more pay. Like, we already knew that. It should not have taken this for, the needle to move to make this happen. And so, again, if it comes about, that's great. Not gonna, be against it or, poo-poo on it. But, this is a bit extreme. And I definitely hope pray gets resolved sooner than later.
Well, I'm glad the truth came out, that she was wrongfully detained, one. And then, yes, we need to do everything we need to do to get her back over here, get her back home. But once she get home and she get on that plane and get off, she need to do what Draymond Green did, the reason he got paid that $25,000,
Wait, what? Why did he get fined?
Draymond Green.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he did when he put the little signs up in the air?
The fingers.
Oh, okay.
Showing everyone they were number one.
There we go. There we go. That sounds Draymondish. Can I give a quick shout out, a WNBA shout out? I don't know if you all saw that Essence magazine did an article, put some respect on the names of these pioneering WNBA players. So they did an article giving the original crew a shout out. So number one was Cynthia Cooper.
Yep. Coop.
Number two was Cheryl Swoops.
Go ahead on.
Number three, Teresa Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And number four, of course, our favorite Lisa Leslie.
Yeah.
Number five, our favorite ladies coach, Dawn Staley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played up against her in high school. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just need to get in her closet.
Right. Okay. Oh my God, they're aging me. I remember these folks. Number 6, Tina Thompson.
Tina. Oh yeah, you remember Tina? She was the one. She was the one with the lipstick. You know what I'm saying? She put that on the map. Mm-hmm.
As the first round pick in the first ever draft. Yes, she was. So it was those 7 that they credited for being the pioneering ladies of the WNBA. So I thought
so let me just say one thing about Cynthia Cooper. Now this is for real. So when I was in the Army, I was stationed over in Hawaii, and so me and my kids, we went to the Nike factory, and so just so happened that day Cynthia Cooper was in the Nike factory, and they were giving away some bras and panties, a raffle, right? And so me and my kids were there, and I was like, y'all go ahead and put your little names in. I'm not doing it. So my son and daughter put their names in the little thing. And Cynthia Cooper walked over to me and she was like, put your name in the hat. And so I was like, okay, yes, no story. I wrote my name down and I did not fold it. And she watched me put my name in there. And guess what? She pulled my name out the little bowl they had. And I won a blue Nike bra and panty set with the little word Nike on it. And she actually signed it. So I have that, behind glass. I went and got insurance on it and everything.
Panties on the glass.
Yes.
I was like, now we're going to
and the bra.
Investigation. Thanks, Cheryl.
That's right. I got it sealed up.
Sounds like a song.
Oh my gosh, not the panties in the glass.
I'm sorry. It's Cinco de Mayo though, so indulge me.
And Cheryl was kind enough to tell us that it was a true story, so that's why I had to tune in. At least that part we got. Oh man,
that was a great story.
That was.
So, this year the WNBA All-Star game will be in Chicago. Coming up. Here's what I think is interesting. You know how we talked about with the NBA and the playoffs, it was like, a lot of animal action, although we have Heat, Suns, whatever. But in this power ranking right now, it's all elements and very scientific. You've got the number 1 team right now ranking is the Chicago Sky. Mm-hmm. Second ranking is the Seattle Storm. No, they're third. I'm sorry. My bad. Connecticut Sun is 2. So you got a Sky, you got a Sun. 3, Seattle Storm. Mm-hmm. 4, the Phoenix. No. Why can't I do this? Las Vegas Aces. Okay, that's not an element. Okay. But then you go into the Mercury for number 5. Mm-hmm. The Mystics at number 6. Okay. And then the Minnesota Lynx at number 7. So then we start getting into some animals, but then you get back into it with the Sparks, the Liberty, the Wings. I wouldn't want to be called the Dallas Wings.
Like lemon pepper?
I think it's supposed to be like, like fly wings.
But I thought that the women's the WNBA names were kind of playing off of the NBA names and the Maverick and the Wings.
Well, because you got the Cavs.
Oh, is it like Maverick from Top Gun? So it's Pilot's Wings.
I don't know. Where does Earth, Wind, and Fire? Where are they? You were talking about the elements. I just was.
Well, we don't really have an Earth, but we do have a sky. We have a sun. We have a storm.
No fire.
Well, I was saying, more scientific. You got Mercury.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
I was taking notes. I just was checking.
Then you get magical with the mystics, and then sparks. That's more fire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The fever.
Okay.
You don't want that name in the pandemic. What's the mascot? A thermometer?
Let's just go back to the top 5. Yeah.
Is it a little ambulance?
Yeah. Thermometer. Okay, you know what? We're losing it. What's our
sign? On wheels.
What's our sign?
Meals on wheels.
Ivy.
I don't know. Look, I just work here.
Okay.
So, have any of you been watching the Lakers series on HBO?
No, I haven't.
I haven't caught it yet either, but I've heard good things.
I have heard that it was pretty good. Yeah, I heard that Jerry West doesn't think that, but I've heard other people say it was good.
Well, we gotta figure out why Jerry West does not like it.
Probably because he was told that he was not gonna get his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
But you know who? You know who should get their star? Our co-host Cheryl Green with the big E, her master's degree.
That's right.
And Marquez Good also finishing his degree. He's off working right now, so we don't get TG's take today. But Cheryl, look at you.
Congratulations.
Yay. Congratulations. You should be wearing a cap and gown instead of your little Ranger Rick get up.
And my Cinco de Mayo look.
Put your matches up, Tracy. Ranger Rick.
But no worries, show. You don't have to give the commencement speech because we're good.
I think it'd be interesting.
I don't want to hear anything about Cleveland. I swear. We're at 37 minutes in. We are done. Okay.
I would love for Cheryl to give a full graduate commencement speech, like in the voice of Shaq. I think.
Oh my gosh, they definitely have to pull the plug. They definitely have to.
Yeah, y'all fun.
So
I would start off like Cleveland. See.
So if we were going to have a stand-up and sit show today, my stand-ups would be Cheryl and Marquez. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
And Cheryl would also be my sit show. No, I'm kidding.
Twofold.
Well,
we got to put them commandos in there. They got to be somewhere in there.
You want them on there every week. Every week. When clearly it needs to be Baker Mayfield.
No, because I talked to Baker Mayfield and everything is kosher right now. We're good. I just want to see where y'all is hiring a lot of black coaches or something going on down there in Pittsburgh. Somebody ain't gonna have their job long, so
what is that supposed to mean?
I'm just saying, all the color folk down there, child. Y'all better stop that.
I'm waiting for my call. Shoot. Call me.
Okay, Mike, what your brother name is?
Look, Ed's gonna get you if you keep messing up his. It's not that hard. On that note, that's what you're gonna get uninvited to the game that you created the invitation situation for. He's going to be like, everybody but Cheryl is welcome
That's what the invitation is going to say.
To the Steelers-Browns game. You'll be watching from home.
Okay.
Just like the Browns. So anyway, on that note, happy Cinco de Mayo. Viva Mexico. All that. And we'll catch you again. Oh, go Caps. Until next time, another Sports View. We love you, and sports too. We'll see you next time.
And even you, Cheryl.
Can I get a taco today because it's Cinco de Mayo?
You can. I think you should have a margarita.
That's what I'm going to get.
And go